There's one mistake in my driving that's costing me a lot of time. And until recently, I didn't even realize it was that big of a problem. But during my practice session with Jack, he spotted it immediately.
It's your brake. Your brake is what's hurting you because you're trying to utilize it.
When I first booked my one-on-one with Jack, I didn't know what to expect. Sure, he has proven himself as a driver for Mac Performance and Fordzilla. He's an instructor with Driver 61 and sure, he's got 5k iRating at the moment, so most likely he knows what he's doing. But is he that good that he can pinpoint out my flaws and my mistakes? Well, to be fair, he spotted them instantly. The first thing he pointed out was my braking. I slammed the brakes too aggressively. I either lock up the fronts entirely and mess up the whole corner, or I brake too hard and too soon.
So in this moment when you're using this brake here, when you're turning this car with a steering input and this brake input right now, and you're feeling this car turn and work very well on this initial turning, I'd be looking at going, oh crap, I need to really get off this brake quite quickly and quite early. So like now using this brake here, just keep going a bit further forwards. And then that, like, I mean, to be honest with you, you hit that brake and then you've obviously felt like the front bite and work quite well and the rear rotated for you and it's worked and turned in. And I'd say it's because it's probably a little bit aggressive of a brake spike here, and that's maybe now overslowed your car, and that's where you've had to find the feeling of needing to get off the brake really quite quickly and release it. And because of all that problem, you instantly think, well, I've got to get on the throttle because I ain't gonna just sit here and do nothing. Okay, but then obviously throttle hurts, so it's a case of noticing that that was what the original cause was.
And once he explained it to me, it clicked. I knew exactly what was wrong. The goal is smoother brake pressure, keeping the weight of the car balanced. If you get it right, you can carry much more speed through corners. And much more speed through corners means, exactly, gains in lap times. But understanding the theory is only the beginning. The real test comes during racing. One of the places where I get to practice these lessons is the G&R League. A Friday night league created by Gareth and Reese. It's a place where drivers of all levels can race together and share their experience. The focus here isn't just winning races, it's about learning racecraft and helping each other improve. Every race is even broadcasted by JP Broadcasting, which means that afterwards you can go back and study everything that happened, the good, the bad, and yes, also the ugly. Race 1 of the season took place at the Autódromo José Carlos Pace in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And actually did quite okay. I didn't practice that much and I didn't have the time to fully prepare myself, but I qualified in 5th. And beside not having the good practice, I had a really good start. By the first corner I had already moved up to 3rd. But I pushed it a little too hard on the exit. And I had a major incident in turn 2, dropping all the way back into 9th position.
Although there is going to be cars in their way, and there's contact. A contact between the Corvettes. Van Dam has gone to the outside and he's dropping down the field very, very quickly.
I knew my pace was good, so I never gave up. And I fought my way back up to P5. But like I said in episode 1, racing isn't just about speed. Into turn 1 I got tapped on the rear.
As you come to the end of the lap there, these replays are still coming here. Van Dam side-triping with a Porsche in towards turn 1 and getting into the wall very hard.
Yeah, he has more problems as well.
I got the meatball flag, and let's race over. The speed was there. A podium was definitely possible. But sometimes it's not the speed that costs you the race. It's the decisions that you make or the people around you. And that's something I still have to learn. Because car control is only half the battle. The real challenge is Racecraft. So that race summed up exactly where I am right now. The speed is there, the pace is improving, the control is getting better.
Floor it, green, green, green.
But racing is so much more than just having speed and driving a car. It's also about racing mentality and understanding how other races react to my moves and what the potential consequences might be if I make a mistake. I need to get better at understanding other drivers on the track. Sure, you learn this by racing a lot and getting experience out of those races. But like I said before, my time is limited, I can't race that much. So I'm searching for an alternative. And the alternative is quite easy. It's by joining a community or joining a racing team. January 2026, I was approached by an old friend and an old team member. Ian Knox, now team owner of Valkyrie Racing Team. And he asked me to join his team and bring a bit of experience for the endurance races. Ian Knox created Valkyrie with a simple vision. It's built around a community who loves sim racing. It's a place where someone who just discovered sim racing can start that journey and grow all the way to the high level competition if they want. If someone just wants to jump in and enjoy the occasional race and have a laugh and drink some beer with some friends, then that's perfect. But if someone wants to push further, the Valkyrie team connects you with the best coaching, good team practices. The people in there will help you with everything from driving lines to rig setups or the most simple issues that you might have with your PC. They're very helpful and they keep the community very alive. But the most important part of Valkyrie is that it keeps the journey fun. Because improving in sim racing isn't just about that one perfect race. It's about learning something every time you drive. This week was pretty intense in terms of sim racing and my development. We had the highs with learning and understanding Jack's points, and the very deep lows with the failure of me racing in the league race. Next week we're going to work really hard again, and I already know what that's going to be. That next challenge is Racecraft.